Well, hello, and welcome to another Follow Point of Sale Dry Cleaning Software Advanced video. This one's going to focus on the advantages of emailing and texting customers and some of the built-in functionality, especially when it comes to marketing and reminders to pick up their orders. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go into the store manager to set up email. Now, most of you who are using email have this set up by a technician. You can always call support to have this done. But you go to Edit and you go to the Store Manager Emailing tab. Now, in the Store Manager Emailing tab, you need the SMTP for your email account because all the emails are sent through your account. All the texts are sent through your email account, believe it or not. One of the interesting things too is if they hit reply, it'll go back to you, and that's what's important. That's really, really critical. So if you're using a Gmail account, and that's the simplest one, smtp.gmail.com, okay, you need to use this email server. That's the way all Gmail accounts are used, and then you're going to put in your Gmail address. You're going to put your Gmail password in, and port number 587 is the standard one that everybody uses. If you want to send email messages, you will, through at least Gmail, you need to turn on email security settings because Gmail requires that. If you want to send tickets to their email, in other words, if they have an email or a text number, and I say either one, in their customer account, and you have this check turned on, then every time you write a ticket and print a ticket, it's going to send an email copy to their email, or it's going to send an actual text of the ticket showing the name of the store, what items dropped off, and how much money it was. So if you want to send a copy of the ticket to their email or text, turn this on. It's quite nice for people that say, oh, I forgot my ticket. Also, they can, if they want to know when something's due, they can always go to their email or their texts and they can look up and see from you if they have any tickets at the dry cleaner. This send email tickets when ready is very important. This is an email when you mark it ready or assign it to a location, and it only sends an email automatically when you mark it ready or assign it a location. So if you're not doing that, they won't get an email reminder showing that their clothes are ready. And that's quite nice because if you assign it a location at 9 in the morning, but you told them to pick up the ticket at 4 in the afternoon, and they're out doing some shopping and they get that text or that email, they're going to look at their phone and go, oh, my clothes are ready at the dry cleaner. They're going to run over and pick up those clothes, get them off your racks. You do need to put in a message for the ready. So your clothes are ready to pick up at precisely pressed cleaners, and you can even add an address if you want, whatever, and phone number, and a little message. Thank you. Okay, and go ahead and hit save. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this back to the way it was, because I actually send the email through my private email server, which you can do as well, but you need to know what the SMT server name is, and your email server has to be set up for sending emails. By the way, if you do send emails via Gmail, you do need to turn on the Gmail setting to allow third-party apps to send email through your server. And there's instructions for that in the Follow POS website. Under Software, Install Client, there's a whole section on Gmail. You log into your Gmail account, and then there's links, the first link and the second link under Gmail Setup, and you can turn those on or call Vivaldi support to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and close this, And by the way, you could use internal email, and if you use that, you can set up a custom HTML that gets sent. And that, if you know anything about HTML, you can make that look like a coupon. You can put your logo in it and the whole bit. But this is the simplest way to do it because it works with texts. Okay, so let's go ahead and close that. Now your email is all set up. Now, when you mark something ready, and you put a ticket number in there, it's going to automatically send a reminder and when you write tickets. But what do you do for the customer? Let's go ahead and let's set up a test. Let's call it test email account, and I'm going to press add, and let's give it a phone number, and this is going to be a test customer that we're going to set up. And for this customer, I can actually have it send an email now, copy of the ticket, and an email when the orders are ready, and email reminders if I don't pick up my clothes after 3 weeks, and coupons and everything else. So the moment you put an email in here for a customer, they're going to automatically be included in all the email stuff. Now, let's say for some reason you don't want to do an email. You want to do a text. Okay, so let's go ahead and close this, and let's say you're writing a ticket for a new customer called let's say Jackie Smith. All right, the customer is not found. I'm going to add a phone number and I'm going to click OK. And Jackie Smith says, well, I want a text, I don't want an email. Instead of putting an email in here, you just simply ask them, who's your provider? I need to know your provider in order to send you a text. If they say AT&T, click the AT&T button. It'll take the phone number, get rid of the dashes. You cannot use dashes in this text number. And it'll automatically put the email extension to send text to their phone. Okay, so this is something standard and it's free with every provider, that you can send text messages from emails for free without having to pay. This way you don't have to pay the 10-cent charge to send texts, but you're actually sending it through an email and it looks like a text, smells like a text, everything's going to be a text. But in order to do it, you have to take their 10-digit phone number without dashes and put the extension. Now if they're Verizon, just click the Verizon button and it'll put the Verizon next. If they're Sprint, if they're Boost Mobile, you'll see each one has a different extension. Now if they have one that you don't know, then click the lookup SMS, and we've included a website of all the providers and all their extensions. So if it's something unusual, just Control-C will copy, or right mouse click and you can copy. And you can send all the way down, and you can actually send texts to any provider even though we don't have it on the list. So let's go ahead and close that, and I'm going to make it